How's everybody's day going so far?
Hey, Ron.
Hey. Okay.
Hey, Joanne. Hey, Eugene.
Everybody.
Hi, Alex.
Hey, guys.
Me, Tim.
Hi.
Hello, Miguel. Give it another minute for everyone to pile in.
Hey, guys.
Hi there, Nate.
Hi,
Hey,
Ben.
how are we doing?
It's nice you dressed up today.
Oh, it's possibly one of my favorite t-shirts. the illusion of being well presented.
Hi, guys.
Vlad, how are you? Alrighty, I guess we can start. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Community Update number 50. Thank you for being with us as always.
The remix.
Oh,
Ron, you got next.
yeah, we have Pavel number 2 with us today.
Wait a second. How did you do this? This remix? Well, it was just a bug. You don't know. Okay.
I think it's a bug.
Is this our new weekly meetup intro?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just amazing.
All right. Anyway, we promised you some really cool announcements and presentations this week, so that's happening. And as always, for those of you who haven't turned on your cameras, please do so we can gaze upon your delightful faces, myself clearly excluded from that classification. But at any rate, please stay until the very end if you can. We do have a special announcement right before the Q&A. And let's get general updates right out of the way. So we had a few proposals that passed yesterday. So the first one is OX Games, which they're a really great team, really great use case, so welcome. And the second I'd like to talk a little bit about, there were contestants in the influencers subgovernance that won rewards, but maybe some of you know, maybe not. What happened was the owners of the multi-sig and the influencer subgovernance, basically the initial members, as it turns out, had some collusion where basically the critical mass to sign a multi-sig was owned by a group of people that turned out to be, for lack of a better phrase, despicable scumbags. Sorry. And what they did is they stole the tokens that belonged to the winners of that of those contests. You know, I mean, what can be said? You know, some people make their living by working hard and being creative, and others do it by stealing. These were people who are of the second sort. Anyway, the global governance, of course, took it upon themselves and passed this proposal yesterday to make sure that the payouts go out. So to all the contest winners of the influencers subgovernance, don't worry, you will get your tokens. But this underscores an issue that I don't think necessarily belongs just to the influencer subgovernance. I think more than one of our subgov groups has initial members that are essentially made up of the same people over and over and over again. And this is where the problem starts. So I would urge, based on this incident, for every subgov to take a good hard look at who their initial members are and make it more diverse, reform it, because the more diversity within the subgovernance, the more diversity in the ability to do something like this. So that's my 2 cents. But at any rate, sorry about the bad news, but it's getting remedied. Also, some good news. We have the very first of its kind private subgovernance called the private CryptoNumiz subgovernance. Now, what this is this is a group of members who got together, launched their own project with their own tokens, and basically came to the community and said, what we'd like to do is we'd like for the community to participate in all of our contests, win tokens, our tokens, and we ask for nothing in return other than your participation. And of course, in order to do that, we have to have access to your to the governance site and your interface and everything else, which I think sets a really, really good precedent. And it is, of course, a bit of a shameless plug because I am a part of this particular private subgovernance, but I think we're going to have our first contest, and it'll be a design contest, artistic contest that'll come out in the next couple days, and we'd like you all to participate. So there you go. And finally, we have a proposal that passed for the FreeLand and Free TON Merger. And I'll get to that in a sec. I'm pretty sure we're going to have some more proposals that are going to go to a vote in the next couple days, and we'll certainly try to get a token distribution out this week. But having mentioned FreeLand, I think it's a really good segue into our first presentation. So obviously, everybody sees we have a new face with us, Pavel Muntyan. He's from FreeLand. So I'll hand the floor over to you, and you can sort of tell us a little bit more.
Hi there.
Welcome.
Hi.
Welcome, thank you. My name is Pavel Muntyan, and I'm the leader and the founder of Virtual State of Freeland, and one of the founders of MF Coin multi-chain. And then 10 days ago, we voted on the idea to swap our coin and free TON and received support from both communities. And the main idea was that our part will bring the ideology of a virtual state, but at the same time, abandon our coin in favor of yours. So the point is that technically free TON is much more functional, but the TON community, as we feel, doesn't have enough time to deal with the issues of ideology and different stuff like this. And on our side is the opposite. So we are focused on, let's say, conducting social experiments, on creating new social economic models and different stuff like this, but far enough away from effectively developing our crypto platform. So it seems to me it's necessary to explain more details about what FreeLand is and what our team does. So at some point, our team realized that with the advent of crypto technologies and crypto things that we have all over the world at the moment, many state mechanisms began to become outdated. In fact, the blockchain can take over many functions that were previously the responsibility of the states, and that's what we think is the main concept of FreeLand, to change the paradigm of the state. Because today all modern states is a complex of services that the state orders from the private companies, right? Even, I don't know, military formations or even prisons in some countries, which were previously the prerogative of the state. Right now, they have become private services. So, and we've started making this experiment of the virtual state of Freeland. And by the way, one of the experiments is Freeland's passport, and we created the most secure and most advanced, I think, advanced physical passport that passes all verification standards that right now the passports have. And in fact, it's a real passport of a virtual state. And Freeland citizens, some of them crossed the borders of some countries with it and even received visas for it. And of course, in countries such manipulation would not work. And the customs services, I suppose, would ask for another document, but still in some places we succeeded. And I personally checked Freeland's passport in hotels in some European countries, in Poland, in Finland, in some other, and even rented a car. So it was really very cool experiment, and we still continue work with it. And I recommend finding the Freeland passport video on the internet, and there is an English version, and it tells everything about this thing in detail. And you will get great pleasure. So, what else? Moving on. In order to launch such experiments, we needed to create some mechanisms, and we made our own multi-chain, which had to perform the functions of an internal currency, a document accounting system, a voting system, and different things like this. And we developed our own blockchain with multi-chain functions and started moving in this direction. But during the period of work on the technical features, we understood that we have to focus either on ideology or we have to concentrate on the crypto solutions. And after some time, we met TON in a time when we had to make a strategic decision. What exactly would our team do in further times? And the solution was presented by the universe in the form of this sort of partnership, collaboration, and swap. And that's it. Now I'll tell you very briefly about this collaboration and what will it give to community. And first, the first thing, that the overall cap of our coin is extremely small. The swap will cost TON just 200,000 crystals. Secondly, Freeland idea was based on a very popular media hero and media character that we created, and the name of this character is Mr.Freeman. And you can find a lot of videos with Mr.Freeman translated, amazingly translated in English, and you will be very, I think, involved in the ideas that he's trying to announce to provide to people. And it is thanks to this character, to him, that thousands of people that have never been anyhow connected with crypto, they were involved in the crypto world. And now this stream of people will be redirected to TON. And I think it will be a very good partnership, and we will make really very good stuff, because we know that a lot of things that we already developed, they can be simply integrated into TON blockchain. And I think that's amazing solution, and I'm very happy that both sides voted yes for this collaboration. That's it. I did it.
You did do it, and you did very well. I love how you're animated. I'm very.
Just because I'm animation producer.
Yeah.
I have to animate.
Well, it works. It works. It puts
Yeah.
smile on people's faces. I love it. So awesome. Thank you so much. Really cool. Cool stuff.
Sorry, can I just put it? Yeah, can we talk at some point, Pavel? Let's reach out. Let's do an interview or something. I've got 1,001 questions and ideas we could run with. Obviously, coming from the TON merger and that.
Super. You want to do it right now, or you want to do it
let's wait
later?
afterward,
Okay,
obviously.
okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Let's not take up these fine people's time. But yeah,
Ben,
let's brainstorm.
Ben's from Doom Network, which was the first merger that Free TON actually accomplished. So I think
I believe you credited us on the actual proposal. You followed it quite closely, I believe.
Yeah,
so, yeah,
I did.
Excellent. Oh yeah, I know you did, Ron. I meant Pavel did.
Yeah, I did as well.
Cool, man. Awesome. Okay. We have another community partner that also wants to say a few words about their progress. Human Venture, which is a charity organization that helps people in need, which is, of course, extremely admirable. And some of you might remember they joined the network back in November, I believe. So there's a update from them. Anton, please, welcome.
Okay.
The podium is yours.
Yeah, Aaron, thanks a lot, and hello everyone. Happy to be here today. So that's I would like to share the update on our integration. So first of all, I would probably start with just in general how our system works. So in a nutshell, what happens in our system is that we are a platform for charities. So basically, we partner with large charity foundations, and they collect donations in fiat currencies, and we basically tokenize the donations and then enable transparent distribution to recipients, and also spending in our tokens or via some other means of spending. I will talk about that later. So I was in fact trying to show my desktop, but somehow the connection is not very good.
No, we'll take care of that. Roman, can you allow Anton to please share a screen?
Sure. He probably can already.
Okay. Okay.
Yep, there it is. We see it.
Okay, yep. Good. Okay. So yeah, basically what happens in our system that donations collected in fiat, they are converted into digital tokens, which can then spend in shops. So, and we have several partners, several clients, I mean, among charities and also retailers. So we started our integration with our biggest client and project so far, which is now in Russia. So it is integration of our system, which works for the largest food bank in Russia, which is called Fond Rus. And also the retail partner is the second largest retailer, Magnet. So basically, do you see the screen, guys?
Yeah, you sure
yeah.
do.
Okay, yeah. Okay, good. So
is it basically Grivna?
Sir, no. It's
it's HVR for Human Venture. For Human Venture.
Yeah. So it's the ticker of our digital token in Russia. It's the ticker is Human Venture Rus. Rus is the name of the foundation. So basically, you can see. I will just scale it up. So you can. This is basically. I was not able to get access to the system because this is a live environment of the charity. So we just did some screenshots. So basically, this is the charity's dashboard. You can see that in the upper part of the screen that they have minus 123 something HVR, which means that this is the tokenized amount of donations they collected. And this is the balance between the amount they distributed and the amount they collected from donors for this particular project. So don't be confused by minus. That simply means that they will top up the escrow for tokens with their own funds, I mean, with the charity funds, and not just with the donations which were collected. So, but basically, I think this is the most important part and what we are really proud of. So probably yesterday, some of you noticed a splash in new accounts on Free TON. So yesterday, after reconciliation, we started onboarding of our users. So we have several types of users. So our users are, first of all, charity, which manages these accounts and those accounts and tokens. We have recipients which get tokens on their accounts for spending, and we have retailers. So in this dashboard, you can see the numbers. Currently in this Russian project, we have 1,021 accounts, which means one recipients, which means that one recipient is one family. So each family receives one.
Wait.
Yeah, please. Hello?
I think that was just background.
Oh, okay. Good. Thanks. Yeah. So basically, we now have more than 1,000 families connected to the system, and in this initial stage, each of them receives 1,000 rubles monthly as aid to buy foodstuffs in Magnet shops. So this is not a huge amount, but this is for the people with disposable income of like 10,000 rubles per family per month. This is already something. And you can see that 1,019 families are, sorry that this is in Russian, so I will comment. So 1,019 families, these are families with children, and two people without children. We have 2,918 children in the network and 1.8 thousand adults. So basically, overall, we are helping through the system to almost 5,000 people already. So, and this all works for FreeTON. Yesterday, we onboarded some 900 accounts because some of them are still not reconciled. So then once they get the tokens for spending, what happens then? So you can see, by the way, this is the dashboard which shows the donors. So we have currently 146 donors, of which 143 are individuals. 22 of them signed up for monthly donations, including myself, by the way. And we have so far 3 corporate donors. These are large multinational companies. And the system currently operates in 32 regions of Russia. So all the stats are available. So, and then when people spend, and this is the spending stats, overall, people made almost 40,000 purchases during the duration of the program. It was launched in November, so before even integration with FreeTON. So, and they spent 3.1 million tokens, which is the equivalent of 3 million rubles. So, because one token is pegged to 1 ruble in this particular case. So, and then what happens next after all the spending? The information of all spendings is uploaded into our system, and donors get very detailed information of all the spending. So this is the general dashboard, but each donor gets the exact details of how the donation is spent. So you can see the categories of goods like grocery, like fruits and vegetables, meat, dairy, chemicals, so on and so forth. So yeah, so this means that this makes it completely transparent for donors. This is essential both for corporate donors, which are producing ESG reporting out of our system right away in automatic and free manner. And also for private donors, for individuals, they are simply motivated to donate more, because for every like ruble, euro, dollar, no matter, donated to our system, the recipient can buy goods with the same fiat equivalent. So, I mean, because we do not charge anything from donors and recipients and charities, we rather get small referral fees from the shops, because for them it's just additional customers and additional revenues. Otherwise, poor people would just not have any money to spend in the shops. So basically how the system works, so now that the integration with FreeTON is basically completed, we are just doing some final reconciliation of data and testing. So we will post the testing environment for the community and the integrational package, so that you could check, you could see the code, you could check the test system. I mean, we would be happy if you could test it via donating into the system and getting the reports of how your donations are spent, so that you could feel that the FreeTON ecosystem is at work to help people, and at the same time it benefits the usage of the blockchain and tokens as well. So yeah, and in Russia we are planning to scale it substantially in the coming months. We are talking to a number of donors and corporate partners to include their donations. For example, corporate donors, they are keen to support people in the regions of their presence, and we now have quite a diversified system, so each donor can select in which regions to donate. Yeah, and basically this will be all run by our system. Yeah, maybe just a couple of words how FreeTON is deployed. So basically we have two layers in the system. The first one is, as you see, this is an internal reporting dashboard of the charity, which tokenizes the incoming donations and records all the data on blockchain and makes distribution and spending completely transferable. And the second layer is transactional, when people can use blockchain to transact, to buy goods. So depending on the legislation in Russia, we are still in the process of legal clearance, because you know that there are certain restrictions of application of blockchain for transactions in Russia. So, but we do have a path, I mean, to get to deploy also the transactional module. So, and in other countries, so I mean, this Russian project was the first one because of its scale, because of its potential, and at the end of the day, because of the scale of the challenge, poverty challenge in Russia at all. In Austria, we also have an Austrian client, which is an Austrian charity. So far the scale is not so big. There are only like 20 children from poor families which are getting additional educational courses, which are paid for by our system. In that case, transactions take place in our system, which will then be integrated to FreeTON. And it's done via e-invoicing. So against every token, e-invoice is generated and sent to the charity automatically for payment to the teacher. Yeah, but that's the next step. Yeah, so that's basically it. So I just wanted also only to show you, I will just disable the demo.
It's
guys,
still up.
yeah.
It's still up.
Yeah. I'm just.
Now I see myself.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
There we go.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Good. So yeah, I just wanted to basically show. I will turn off the camera here. So what I can do is also show you how our system works in Austria. So in the transactional mode. So basically we have recipients' accounts in the charity dashboard. And let me do this. Okay. This is okay. So you see the QR code, I believe. So this is a QR code linked to every recipient's wallet, crypto token wallet. So you see the recipient. This is a test environment, but each recipient has token wallets with the QR code. So, and we do it in a simple way. So every kid in Austria receives a printout with the QR code. And we have also a mobile app. So every teacher, which is paid in tokens, has a mobile app, and he scans the QR code of a kid and then receives immediately payment in tokens and then redeems tokens with the charity. So this will be our next step of integration in Austria. So you see that the system is very easy to use. There is no entry barrier, so people, they do not even need to know that they are using blockchain or tokens. They just use cards with QR codes. We can also have a PIN attached. So that's basically it. So last not least, the potential is huge. So basically our user base is, first of all, of course, all people in need in the world. And according to World Bank, the number is more than 700 million people. So we can offer this product to all of them, also all the charities, all private and individual donors. I would say that our potential user base is well in excess of 1 billion users. So that's basically, this is what we are striving to cover.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah. So yeah, and by the way, I believe that we are probably one of the first, if not the first, tip 3 implementation, because we developed our own tip 3 custom token for the project, and of course our own custom wallet using APK of FreeTON. So yeah, basically this was our own development. And sorry that we committed to finalize the integration by the end of February, but then we realized that we had to rebuild our system a bit because it was working on a different blockchain with slightly different architectures. So we had to rewrite our system a bit. So, but yeah, anyway, now we're there. So the system works and it's up and running. So basically now scaling is the king. Yeah.
I don't know. After that, I think somebody needs to do a mic drop. That's awesome. It's really cool.
Yeah,
Impressive.
that sounds amazing. I
Isn't
really
it?
like how you're using the QR codes. You're offering really easy onboarding for non-technical people. It's a great
Absolutely.
use case.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you very much. And in fact, we are talking now to like 4 or 5 charities in Africa, and the onboarding there can be very easy. So there are some projects which, for example, route donations from the United States, like Give Directly. But traceability is an issue because how you could track that. In our case, as spending out of basically the database of recipients is already a property of blockchain we're using. So basically, we can not only register all the recipients, but we can transact out of this database via blockchain. So yeah, and we believe that this opens a way for scaling in many countries and for many use cases like clean water, food, like even basic energy needs. For example, we are discussing the possibility to ship backpacks with integrated solar panels to poor kids in Benin, because now there is a village and the kids, they have to travel like 12 kilometers to charge their phones because there is no electricity in their village. So huge number of use cases, yeah.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
That is
Thank you
fantastic.
Thank you for sharing.
I know,
Absolutely.
Anton, you also want to share your experience with the community, right? You're setting up something like, yeah.
Yeah.
Can you talk for a couple of minutes about sharing the?
Yeah. Of course. Thank you, Alexander. Yeah, of course, we have huge plans, and we're excited that free TON is not only the power of the technology. And in fact, when I first heard about TON and then free TON, I thought that this would be something technological that we would be dreaming of working with. So, but also it's a power of community. So yes, we have, together with the integration package and testing environment for the community, we have prepared our proposals to, first of all, regional sub-governances. So basically, we would like to propose for those, of course, who are interested to assess the local level of poverty in their countries and the potential for application of this product. And then we would welcome all community members and sub-governances to join us in localization of our product and to promote free TON as something that is for real life, for real people with low entry barrier, and basically really resolving not only real life problems, but really resolving like most acute global challenges. Yeah, so yeah, and basically please await this kind of entry into the ecosystem from us soon, yeah. And by the way, we already experience very great support from the community. For example, we discussed with Alexander last week that it would be great to do something in the German-speaking countries because initially our project was launched on a different blockchain 3 years ago in Vienna. So, but we already have several community members who are keen to help us in Austria and in Germany. Yeah, so this is really great. So of course, China is also potentially a big thing. So then Europe, for example, Central and Eastern Europe, where there are more than 20 million poor people with, for example, Grupovina Popusti, we see multiple synergies across the whole ecosystem. Yeah.
Impressive.
Yeah. Thanks. Yeah. Happy to be a part of it. Yeah.
So I think everybody's happy to be a part of it, and thank you very much for that. Okay. What can I say? We have some really amazing presentations today, but as always, we have to get to technical updates. So Mitya, it is your turn. Take it away.
My turn?
Your turn.
Yeah, well, it will be quite short. We have restarted the RustCup warm-up. So well, it's a kind of known news. Validators are joining now. So let's see how it goes. And well, nothing else. There was some issues with the cloud infrastructure, which of unknown origin yet. So we're kind of investigating right now, and hopefully it will be fixed very soon. apart from that, I don't have anything, I think. Like there are, yeah, well, there are like contests which are going and there's nothing, I guess, new. They're just ongoing. So they're very interesting contests, and which I again, you know, really needed. There is a lot of support coming in Surf very soon. I guess we have kind of another presentation on that. And yeah, I think that's it for me. Yeah, I will happy to answer any questions.
That was short.
I'm trying my best.
Okay. All righty. I guess we have two announcements. We had, I was expecting one announcement. We have two. In exactly 25 minutes, there is going to be a event, and I tossed the link both into YouTube and into the Zoom chat here. The introduction to free TON, the basis of Internet 3.0, and the end of global censorship. How's that grab you? So anybody who can make it, please. It is at will be 3 o'clock p.m. CET, Central European Time. I believe that's 12.
In 20 minutes.
Yeah, in 20 minutes, 1 p.m. UTC. So please, if you have the time, join.
Yeah, you need sorry, Ron, you need to install Microsoft Teams to join and sign up at the website and the link. Yeah, they use some exotic platform. I know.
Okay, wonderful. I guess announcement number two. This is going to be a fun one. Alex, I'm going to hand it to you. Tell the good folks what they can expect coming up.
Yeah, it's a very short one. As we'll remember, like we launched free TON on May 7 last year. So the idea is to do like a virtual celebration globally in all the key countries where we have community. And we kind of thought that a good balanced timing would be at 3 o'clock Central European time, so Berlin, Paris, etc., because that would make it 8 in the morning in Mexico for Miguel and the other folks in Mexico to make it, 9 o'clock Miami and overall Eastern time, so Eugene and folks can join. As I said, 3 o'clock Europe, 4 o'clock Moscow, Kiev, Minsk, Nairobi, speaking Africa, 8 p.m. in Hanoi, our new sub-governance, 9 p.m. Shanghai, Hong Kong, and 10 p.m. Seoul and Tokyo, which kind of covers pretty much where we have key communities. So again, just write it down. The idea is to make it tele-bridge. So essentially, we would all, you know, join in from different countries through Zoom or whatever. We'll figure out Zoom links. And the idea is to every year rotate a location where there would be like an offline hub. This year, because of the, I think, the lighter COVID situation, the idea is to make it in Moscow. So there would be an offline location in Moscow in a place called Hype City, where, you know, we would put different screens, and then it will be a little bit more live and vibrant than just, you know, just doing it on Zoom only. I think it's going to be a little more fun. And next year we'll pick something else. We'll pick Seoul or Mexico or Paris or whatever community would be, you know, inspired to pick it up. So that's the plan. Hang on for more announcement and news. 3 o'clock Central European time, May 7th. Let's have fun. Let's celebrate.
Yay! Drinks on me. Kidding. Okay. Wonderful. I did want to, Vlad, did you want to, I think we just had a last minute thing. You mentioned that you had to have MS, what is it called? Microsoft what? Microsoft Teams installed. That's only for speakers. Only speakers need to have it installed. Attendees do not need to have it installed. Is that right, Vlad?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Okay, we are done with the presentation portion of our chat. We did it in 40 minutes, so we have some time for a good, healthy Q&A. Let's take questions first from the members who are on the Zoom call. Any questions, any comments, please go ahead.
I have a couple of quick announcements, Ron, if appropriate.
It is.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, just briefly reminding everyone that we have a couple of deadlines approaching. Number one is the Free TON Academy jury selection contest, which is has very little time left. So if anyone is still interested in joining or knows somebody from the educational world who would be a good asset for the Academy, please propose. And the second deadline, Ron, I'm sure you want to talk about that, is the Dubai submissions. I don't know, you probably know more to tell people about it than I do.
Yeah. So there's obviously a big event called the AIBC Dubai Show blockchain event that's taking place in Dubai, May 25th and 26th. And as part of the partnership proposal with Sigma, who hosts these events, there are a whole bunch of tickets to go to the show. There's a contest on the forum now with 1 day left in voting to make a submission. Now, if you make a submission and you win, obviously you get a free ticket. But when you arrive to the event and register, you'll be compensated 2,500 tons for travel and lodging. And basically, what we're looking for is the best possible use case scenario that you can bring to the event. Since Free TON is a decentralized network, in and of itself, Free TON just provides a platform. What all of you do is something else. So the contest is essentially who has the best use case, and those who win, they get to go. And they get to enjoy 2 days with a whole bunch of very interesting folks. So I would urge you to go and make a contest submission. However, I think it's appropriate to maybe also make deadline extension proposal, because with 1 day left to make submission, we might fall a little bit short. Some people need a little more time. So it's under discussion now. I think the contest dates will be extended just a little bit. I think maybe through, say, Friday. So at any rate, please, if you want to go, there's your chance. Anything else, Eugene, about that?
One more quickly, if I may. On June 18 and 19, the Government Blockchain Association is hosting a big event called Blockchain and Liberty. And we have been invited to participate. There is actually a number of slots available, and a number of people already came forward to speak, including Pavel and maybe Alexander here as well. So I would encourage anyone to step forward, come to me, come to Ron, if you wish to speak at that conference. If you have something to contribute, everybody is welcome, but we will have a significant representation in that event, just by people that already volunteered to assist. Everybody else is welcome too. Thank you.
Okie dokie, thank you. Who else has a question? Oh, come on, folks. No one has a question. Of all the presentations and wonderful things we've heard today, nobody has anything to say?
Everybody wants to go to the seminar, I guess.
They do. Well, it doesn't start for 17 minutes, so it's nothing you can. All right, well, we have a couple of YouTube questions. Let's go ahead and go to that. Let's see. This is a question for Anton for Human Venture. The gentleman is asking, does this only work in Russia? To which I'm pretty sure the answer is already no, but I'll let you answer.
Okay, so currently we have the system up and running in Russia and Austria. So though in Austria the integration is not completed because we started with the Russian project. So Austria is the next phase of Free TON integration, but was the first where the product was launched into the market. So then, as I said, we are planning several other countries. So in particular, for example, we are a member of the UK State Global Entrepreneur Program. And so UK is also our next destination because surprisingly, so they have like more than 20% of people living in poverty despite the strength of the economy. Also, we are in discussions with some CIS countries, Africa, so a number of countries are in the lineup.
He's asking in particular, do you have any plans to help people in Canada? I'm assuming he's from Canada. Any plans on that?
Okay, we will love to. So when we understand that Canada and North America, including US, of course, is a huge market. And by the way, US is the largest donations market by far in the world by far. So we would love to set up our footprint there. And basically, this is the power of the community. We just, we will use the community, not basically only to promote our product, but basically to identify in the first place, identify and challenge where there are poor people who have our user base. So we would love to touch base on that. Please contact me via Ron or directly. Yeah, we'll be happy to discuss.
Thank you, Anton.
Thank you.
Okay, last call for questions. Everybody wants to get back to their lunch, huh? Or their breakfast or their dinner, wherever they may be. All right, in the already established tradition, I will say it. 3, 2. Oh, wait. Anton, how to contact you. Would you like me to provide your?
Yeah, please, yeah.
Your
it's
Telegram
simple.
ID.
Yeah, or it can be by email like anton.zur, anton.zur@humanventure.world. Yeah, but yeah.
Anton.zur@humanventure.world. There it is.
Okay.
2 and 1. Thank you for coming. We'll see you next Tuesday. Have a great rest of your week. Bye.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye.